Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode.
Bop, bop, bop.
Um,
Trying to bring up the energy. Bitch, give us some fucking energy.
I'm gonna be so honest. I have no energy today.
Why? Talk about it.
I'm on my fucking period, and everyone's just fucking pissing me off, including you. So,
Why is it people?
yeah,
Let's talk
you know
about it.
what? On the topic of periods, why the fuck are period products so expensive? Let's just talk about that.
It's actually
because
sickening.
why do I have to pay to not have blood literally just free flowing all over me, and I didn't ask for it? I didn't ask to. Hey, thank you for my period for coming.
Hallelujah. No, but
Thank you, but like I didn't.
why does that have to mean that you don't have a kid, right?
I didn't control, like, this was not any of our decisions to have, like, who the hell would want blood literally flowing out of them? And now I have to pay for it. And on top of that, I recently found out that the, what's it called?
always.
Always in Tampax, the pure cotton line or whatever the fuck it's called is not even pure cotton.
No, that's so fucked up.
So if any of you out there are using that pure cotton line and you think it's pure cotton and it's healthy for you, it fucking
isn't.
not. Look at the ingredients. There's like titanium dioxide and all this extra shit in it. It's not fucking pure cotton. It's
No.
not.
SPF up your.
There's stuff in it. So I found a different brand.
Shout it out. Go on.
What is it?
Nature
Care?
Natura
Care
Care?
or something like that?
Yeah.
That one is actually organic and 100% pure cotton. It's literally, the ingredients is 100% pure cotton and plant cellulose to like hold the tampon together or whatever, and that's it. There's nothing else in it.
There's another one called OB something, and that's the one that you use that like you just use your fingers and like there's no applicator
Plastic,
or anything. Yeah, so there's
Or
that
there's
one, but-
what's the one I sent you yesterday? Playtex.
Yes, you said that there's a Playtex line for
Isn't
the
that-
tampons
Isn't that Tampax though?
No, that's a different tampon brand. I'll, if I can find it, maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a Playtex one that is like a plastic applicator and like a cardboard plunger thing.
Which I was like nice. It's nice to know because I tried like one that's cardboard before, and it's both the applicator and the plunger were both cardboard, and it
They're
is
horrible.
not a nice
And
feeling.
there's also like no cardboard covering the top part, so
Yes,
it's just like bare
literally-
cotton literally sticking out the top.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. So that would
Let me see if I can find. I sent you a picture of it yesterday.
Matthew.
Oh,
No,
nothing about that.
because you really are lucky. It's called Playtex Clean Comfort.
Okay.
Those ones, there's a little more stuff in it than the Natracare ones, but it's a lot less stuff than the Tampax pure cotton, whatever the fuck you want to call that.
Such bullshit.
I was so annoyed when I found out
because I've been using them for a while, and like I finally like feel good with those ones because like, you know, like there's a problem with like for pads too where the flaps like it just they move around and they don't actually stick properly, and I finally was like, oh, these are great. And then they also have tampons because the tampons came after the pads. Like for a long time I was just using the pads, and then I was just using like those tampons that you just use your fingers with, which suck if you go in public and use them, because I don't use tampons if I'm not if I'm at home. Like I prefer to be comfortable. And yeah, so that was like nice. And then literally rained on the parade.
Yeah, and then there's also that L brand that people were talking about. That one is also not pure cotton either.
Is that the one that's in the bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The one
I didn't like
the
them
pads
anyway.
come in the bag and the tampons come in like that little container thing.
I've only used their pads and I didn't like them.
Yeah.
That reminds me of like I'm assuming then because they say 100% pure cotton, like I'm assuming that's like the brand or like their marketing term or whatever. And there was like this whole thing with a certain fast food chain that we're not supporting, where they had like 100% pure beef, but the brand that they got that from was called 100% pure beef, and it wasn't pure beef.
Wow, tricky.
And I'm like, how can they how have they not been sued for like false advertising?
Yeah. How
Like,
do
even
you
if
get
that's
away
the brand
with
name,
that?
like, you have to understand, like when you say something like that,
It has to
a
mean
normal
that.
person would think that it's about the product itself and that it speaks for the product itself, not just that you have a fucking brand named 100% pure cotton and you don't produce 100% pure cotton.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. It's irritating because it's like buying pads and tampons and shit is already fucking expensive, and now I'm spending more money because I don't want to put fucking chemicals anywhere near my body, and I have to spend even more money because the ones that I thought was not putting chemicals in my body is. So now I have to find ones that are actually 100% natural or pure cotton, and they're even more expensive. So I spent fucking $30 on pads and tampons yesterday. And
How much do you like how much would you average you spend like a month?
Couldn't tell you. Because there's also like, because you get some enough so then it lasts you through like a few
It'll last a
periods,
couple, yeah.
and then you're like, okay, re-up, and sometimes like you switch it up, sometimes things like it just, I actually honestly I should keep track and then come back.
I'd be,
and
I
then
want to
see.
know, yeah.
Yeah, it's different for everyone too. Like it depends how many you're using in a day,
Right.
how long your period is. Mine is like 5 days long, and it's gonna like how many I use in a day varies. Like I change
Yeah.
my shit a little more often because that's just what's comfortable for me.
Yeah.
Like it literally feels like it doesn't last long sometimes. 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
like,
sometimes I'm like, damn,
already?
like, I
have to do this again.
yeah. I just had to get that off my chest. I know, I think it's Shoppers, which I know we're not really shopping at right now, but I know they usually have a sign, the one in New West, that says, like, if you buy one box of pads or tampons and you go to the pharmacy, they'll give you a second box for free.
Damn.
Has this always been a thing?
There's a fat sign right in the pad and tampon section.
Oh, you know what? I don't go there to buy them. That's why.
I usually don't. I did when things were going on sale, or it'd be like 2 for whatever. But yeah, they had a big sign. I did it once, and he was like, yeah.
Interesting.
Oh,
another one.
I didn't know that
Sure.
yet because I didn't buy from there. But there's another thing that like I always people always talk about is like those cups, the Diva cups and things like that. Have you tried them? I have, and I don't really
You tried
like
one?
it. Before I had an IUD. Remember? Like ages ago. I was in school. I could have sworn I told you about
You
it.
probably did. I just
It
can't
was
remember.
like when we were in high school
They
still.
usually say people with IUDs should.
Yeah, no, I don't do it now. But I tried it then, and like it just, I could like there's the sealing issue, and like sometimes it would leak, and like I just couldn't
There's
figure it
too
out. But people
much.
love them. Like
I know.
there's a new one that came out that's even better than Diva Cup, and everyone says that they're really great. But also that's another thing where it's like in public doing that. Like I know it's not that. I actually don't think you would get like dirty with it because like literally it's sealing it, right? So the
My
part
thing
where
is just like when you break the seal and take it out, like with my
Yeah.
luck, it would spill on me.
Yeah.
That's what I just feel like would, and I'd be out or something like that. Which
I don't remember if that happened to me when I was using it. I just remember like leaking.
okay.
Like I just couldn't get the seal correct on it, and that was like irritating. But I would like, if I didn't have an IUD, I totally probably would try it again.
You know what a Diva Cup is?
Vaguely.
Okay.
I'm painting a picture.
It's literally like just a
I've
silicone
seen it, yeah.
cup, and you like fold it, and then you can like shove it up there, and then
it,
it,
like,
you like
opens.
pull it, and then it like seals. And
Yeah, but you like
basically just
twist it, and then it like opens in there, and then yeah, it's like
but
should
it holds
seal.
it.
yeah. and then you would just pour it out.
But like if you have a heavy period and stuff, like
Because if there's a seal, then
have to do
like
it
the-
often.
like I just said, when you go to like take it out, it could like
it's like
Suction
you
and kind of, like-
squeeze. You're supposed to like squeeze, twist, and then it comes out. Like you don't just pull it out because, like yeah, like I can see some unfortunate things happening with that.
No.
But like yeah, you're supposed to like, but like literally, if it's really full, things like
Yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
then what else do you have? Period underwear.
Yeah, which honestly, I'm kind of trying to figure out what's the tea with that. Have you tried it?
No, I don't know. I've been on the fence about it because I'm kinda
Not like the actual underwear. Like I mean, like the diapers. Like the
Okay,
kind of
I'm
diaper
talking about the
ones.
actual underwear.
Yeah, that one I
The
don't
diapers I'm about to try,
Yeah.
especially for going to sleep. I'm
Yeah.
about to try that. But the actual underwear, I don't know.
know. I don't know if I like that.
What's
The
the
thought.
underwear?
It's just
It's
literally like
literally absorbent underwear, like so you don't have to wear like a pad or tampon. It just goes.
and
in
I'm
the
assuming it has
underwear.
a layer to protect against the clothes you put on top of them.
I mean, I would imagine.
I don't know. I
Because-
don't know. I've never.
Because
It's
otherwise
just
you're just
underwear
wearing
just
like
to wear.
a towel.
Yeah.
And that towel can just leak through.
That's
I
why.
mean,
what you're
essentially, it's the
wearing.
same thing as a pad, though. You're putting a pad on top of your underwear. This
But the pad has like a plastic layer to protect the clothes.
right. Yeah, I'm assuming it must have like a something underneath to
Interesting.
make sure.
And
it
then the
doesn't-
flaps that like are around, where it's like the underwear. Will it have flaps? Like you
No.
know, like
So yeah, I don't know.
research to do because yeah, I know nothing about that.
Yeah, some people really like it. Or like people who use like reusable pads and stuff like it a lot. Personally, I don't think
I
that
don't
would
know.
work for me.
It would give me anxiety. I already like when I wear pads. When I was like, am I gonna leak? Am I gonna leak? Am I gonna leak? Let alone with underwear.
I also absolutely hate the feeling. Like I don't want to feel the.
Yeah.
Ugh. I only wear them when I'm at home. And yesterday at work, I was like, I'm gonna wear a pad because you try not to wear tampons so
When
often.
you're out in public and
Oh
doing
my
stuff.
gosh, I was like just like doing things, and it's like gush, and you're like, ugh. You just
And then
feel
you
like
get itchy too.
I
because
just
it's
feel like I can't walk. Like I'm
and like you just feel that like it's been there, and you're like, oh, okay, now I'm feeling uncomfortable a
yeah,
little.
then
Like
you just feel. I personally, it just makes me feel like dirty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm the same with that, but yeah, when you're home, it's different.
Yeah, at home is fine. But yeah, I just had to say that because
Yeah,
what the fuck?
needed to be said.
Let's make it free.
Literally, because the
Birth control is free,
Exactly.
so let's also make this free too. Because
next up,
they go hand in hand. So what the hell?
yeah,
So, what artist, and by artist I mean singer, do you think is completely overrated? And you're not allowed to say Drake.
Taylor Swift.
She's first on my list.
I need to talk about this too because I was going to talk about like I've been listening to Billy's album or whatever, and have you heard about not the drama but like the things going on with Taylor and her?
no,
So basically, Taylor, the night that Billy's album came out, she posted that there's like 3 new digital versions of her album or whatever with whatever fucking voice memo version of her song.
there's always new things with Taylor. I cannot keep up.
I'm so sorry if you're a Taylor Swift fan, but fuck her. Literally, fuck her.
I'm
and
not
it's gotten,
sorry.
It's no.
What was there to
I'm
be
sorry.
sorry
I'm sorry if
about?
you're a fan of her, because fuck her.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah, period.
let me clarify.
Yep.
So yeah, she did that the night that Billy's album came out, and this isn't the first time she's done it either. So like all of her Twitter is like the time, like the previous time she's done it. She did the night that like Katy Perry's like Witness album came out like years ago. She released all of her stuff on Spotify.
Is that what kind of started the beef between Taylor and Katy? Because I know they had
don't know,
beef for something.
It could be. I feel like that was before Witness though. I don't know.
This was ages ago. Like I just remember ages ago, like there was a thing where Katy Perry and Taylor Swift had beef.
Yeah.
What it was about, couldn't tell you.
Yeah, literally. And then with SZA, what did she do? Something around the SOS. It was something similar where like she'll announce something or publicize something, and basically it's literally to not like I'm not gonna allegedly, right? Like effectively what this does is it knocks them down from the charts and everything, from the Billboard Hot 100, whatever.
Yeah.
And it stunts their like, you know, whatever debut or whatever. And it's just like after seeing that too, I'm like, I already didn't like this lady, and now it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and then there was like another tweet of Billy's discography and being like, this is crazy for a 22-year-old.
Yeah.
And then somebody retweeted was like, yeah, like, and no, you know, up till the crack ass of dawn edition, da 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 da, like. Her and her fucking editions and
She has a
digital
lot.
exclusives and vinyls.
That's why she makes all
so
that money.
fucking wasteful too, by the way.
I have vocalized so many times. I hate Taylor Swift.
No, literally.
I don't care who hears it. I hate her. She can't sing. There's nothing about her that's special. She's just a white girl
lady
who's like the all-American dream looking girl. She doesn't do anything bad.
Like,
she can't
what
do
is-
no
I
harm.
don't
I don't like
understand.
Taylor Swift. Like, I don't get
I
it.
And
think
just
it's the only thing that I will give her credit for is like her writing, because she writes everything, doesn't she?
Is the writing good though? Because with this new album, people were saying like,
Oh no,
you know,
that weird shit about being
album,
back in the whatever before the
Yeah, what the
slavery.
fuck was that?
Like that
I
was
don't
weird.
know.
You're a weirdo for that.
She
that
said
was
that
bizarre.
This is like all like her poems and whatever that she made, and then people were like, what the fuck is this? Like, sometimes all the art you create doesn't need to be published because this is trash.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
was
gosh.
bizarre.
Heavy on that. What's that little Kendrick verse? I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk. the way that you
Yeah.
talk. I hate
No,
the way
literally,
that you
because I was
dress,
just about to
'cause
say, like,
I-
regardless of the music and everything, like, just her and seeing her, she just pisses me off. I
Ooh,
don't know.
what was that award? Was it the Grammys? Where just every time they pan to her, I just want to be like, take it off of
Yeah.
her. I don't want to see her. I don't want to
We
see
don't
her.
want to hear from you.
Literally.
Oh my god! Every time they're panning to someone else is having. Why are we panning to
Girl,
Taylor Swift?
and then in the
it's
sports games,
the
too.
award, The award is for best Latin album. What the fuck does Taylor Swift have to
Girl.
do with best Latin album? Take the camera off of her.
Literally.
Go back to country. That's when I actually could tolerate you.
Yeah.
No,
Go
because
back.
you know what? That little Bad Blood song was busting though. I
didn't
that
like
one.
that shit
Girl.
either.
No.
None of that
We're not
shit.
promoting that.
Bleep that out.
No, because that is trash.
Bleep
it's
that
giving,
out.
It's literally giving like white woman radio hits. Like, you know, mom is like, I love this song. Me like
Yeah.
No
the only reason-
flavor.
She
no
always
flavor.
but she's like, she got the recipe to how to make like a catchy song, quote unquote. Like
I'll give her that, I
I-
guess.
any
But,
song of hers, I've never listened to by myself. Like it's literally been played, and then like I'm
Bitch,
like,
the
I can
malls?
see why people listen
Oh.
and like get like ooh.
all
da-da-da,
I hear,
because
anti-hero, whatever the fuck.
Yes.
I'm done. I'm
it's
done.
me. That one. Like all those things. Like I
Bitch.
don't. It's not my
She
cup
has
of
a
tea.
chokehold on
But like
them.
she has some way. She's some. There's like an
Part of it is
algorithm
she's
or
white.
something. I mean, yes.
I rebuke. I
No.
rebuke.
And I was saying,
I literally
How do you
rebuke
speak in
any
tongues?
Taylor Swift. Whenever people, oh my god, I'm so excited for a concert. It's been 2
Girl.
months for what?
No, because it's like
And
a
let's talk
personality
about-
trait.
let's talk about
Everyone
the
listens
concert.
to Taylor and they're like, "Do you
I
listen to
don't
Taylor?
know.
Did you listen
No.
to Taylor?" I'm like,
No,
"No,
no,
I listen to that."
do you have the bracelets for us to trade? Da, 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 da. I'm like,
Do you want to go to the concert? Why?
No.
When have you ever heard me
bitch,
talk
good
about
luck getting
Taylor?
the concert, first of all.
Like,
but
Let's
anyways.
put this bitch to rest. I don't even want to hear her fucking name anymore. I'm like,
No,
I'm
I still
starting-
have some little bits to say,
We've
because
given
the-
her almost
I
10
know.
minutes.
No, we
bitch.
have not.
No.
No.
It hasn't
Well,
been.
it's been
No,
5
it's been-
minutes too fucking long.
Well, it's been 5 minutes, so I have a little bit more to say. Because her concert is not fucking giving. And all these bitches, especially against
The
Beyonce.
dancing girl, the
Girl,
dancing
did you see the clip of her? And there's that pole, and she's holding something. She's like,
Melbourne? What the fuck is that?
What?
She hits it and she goes,
Yes.
Melbourne?
What is
Or
that?
for whatever country, wherever she is,
She
she'll
hits it.
hit it,
She's
and
just,
then
like,
she'll
hitting it.
say wherever she is. She did it in Vancouver when she was here last time.
but it's literally given, like, lanky white woman who doesn't
Oh,
have
bless
control over her
her.
body.
She's
And,
the
like,
way
so
she-
coordinated.
You know what though? I'll give her that. Like everyone and their mother makes fun of her, and she still does it. Like that takes
'cause she knows,
commitment, and
knows
that
it
is
pays. That's
well,
all.
yes. But
And
she
she
can't
doesn't-
dance, and she
yeah.
knows it, and she still does it. You know what? Best
Girl.
Oh, kudos
but
to
then
you,
it's
girl.
just so funny when her fans are like, Beyonce couldn't do that.
Yeah, that's where it's weird. Like, why are we pitting each
I don't
other
like-
against each
wanna talk
other?
about
And don't
Beyonce.
even
I don't
don't
get
even
that.
start. Beyonce's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
Your fave could never.
Like,
Taylor Swift
Taylor's-
could fucking never.
Taylor's fave is Beyonce. Your
Girl.
fave's favorite is Beyonce. It's just, she sets the tone, and there's no comparison there. And I don't understand why like Taylor Swift fans and Beyonce fans are even
So
fighting. Like, what's
crazy.
there to fight about?
Like don't compete where
Completely
you can't
different,
compare, babe.
like-
They're
come
not
on.
even in the same fucking tier.
Like,
so
no one is in the
bitch.
same tier as Beyonce.
I don't know why
period.
we're even.
No one.
I don't know who started it.
Bitch, the Taylor Swift fans.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fuck who. Ugh.
But
Um,
anyways,
But you
back
were talking
on-
about Drake and like
I said you're not allowed
I know,
to say
I know.
Drake.
But like
'Cause I
Drake is on
knew-
there too, and I realized
knew
I don't know
you
if I've
guys
talked
would
about
say
this
him.
here or not, whatever. I feel like we're getting to that stage now where it's like, have I talked about this on the pod yet? But artists who pump out music so often piss me off, and Taylor Swift is one of them,
Yeah.
and Drake is also one of them. This bitch will post fucking 5 albums in a year, and I'm like, something about it, it's off-putting to me, and it kind of is like how good is that music then if you're really pumping it up that much? Like when Beyonce or somebody even
All of Drake's songs sound the same.
like
They all sound the
this
same,
point.
and Drake, Drake, he'll have a couple songs in there that it's like, ooh, this is kind of catchy, you know, blah blah blah. But they all fucking sound the same.
no, and then
I'm
all the
not
guys
gonna-
are like, this is fire.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that I hate Drake because I don't hate him.
I
but
just, like, I'm not a
he's
fan.
not. He's not a good rapper.
He's also in the same thing of like he's got the algorithm. He knows how to make it something like
There's the difference between artists who drop music because like they care about it. You can tell they put
They
a lot
drop
of effort
art.
into it, and they
Yeah.
want to post it or drop it for their fans. And people who want to drop it because they want to check.
Yeah.
And that's what Drake does. He drops music because
Drake
he wants
knows
to
that
check.
like he just needs like a verse or like a little like phrase or whatever that people are gonna be like, oh, he said this and he compared this to this, and it's like that's it. That's all he needs.
Now, if Drake was still old Drake,
then
I would be way happier
Yeah.
because old Drake is
Actually dropped-
gonna hit every time.
Yeah.
Old Drake is good.
Yeah.
This
like-
new Drake, and like
No.
you're almost 40.
like grow up.
Grow up.
Literally, it's like
Weirdo.
that interview with Beyonce where it's like nobody makes albums anymore. Nobody,
Literally.
they
I always
put out
think
a
of
few
that.
singles, and that's the thing for me. Is like as much as I want, music, an album from Beyonce every fucking month, a new album, but it's like
It wouldn't hit
the
the same as she did.
distance makes the heart grow fonder. That kind of thing of like when it's been so long, that like there is work put into this. It's a whole body of work. It's an art form. You're gonna be like transported, and it's not just gonna be a quick little listen. It's like, okay, now what? Where's the next album?
I actually just saw something this morning where Lauryn Hill just announced that she has her second album. By
Girl.
the way, coming soon. She's like, it's coming soon, and like it's just like that album dropped like how many years? 2 decades
Girl.
ago, maybe a little more. I can't
Let's
even
find
remember honestly. But
That
like
Lauryn Hill
she's
album
been
dropped a while
eating
ago.
off of that album for 20 plus years. And
That album's
you're only
fucking
now going to be
good.
dropping your second thing, and like people don't even notice it because it was like the pinnacle of art, right? And like just of like artistry, and she cleared, and to see that now she's like has her second.
Lauryn Hill
album
does some
coming is
strange
crazy.
things, but
She's a strange white lady.
Lauryn Hill, that album is a really good.
Yeah.
fucking
Which album are you talking about?
The
what is it?
Miseducation.
Miseducation.
1998, bitch.
Yeah. See.
Almost 30 years.
Yeah.
She's an interesting person, but that album, and she can be classified as a R&B singer, a rapper.
Rapper.
Like Lauryn Hill is.
Yeah.
She's
Your favorite's
Yes.
fave. You
Like,
know,
she's
like
fucking
Beyonce
Lauryn Hill.
looks up to Lauryn Hill. Like these are like they set the tone. For
If
a
it
lot of
wasn't
things.
for her, like all the stupid shit that she does in her concert and how late she is,
Oh
I
my
would have
God.
went.
No, literally, because I'm like, oh, Lauryn Hill, forget it. I'm not gonna see her. That's
No.
my thought. You know,
No.
why would I go there? Because
Yeah.
when's she gonna show up?
Okay, anyways, do you guys have anyone else?
Ice Spice.
Overrated?
Ice Spice is on my list as well.
Before I would have been like, you're a hater, but now, yeah, the music's. I don't know what's going on.
We'll be honest, Ice Spice she could never rap.
No.
It was just a vibe.
vibe,
It was
yeah.
just a vibe. The energy was fun. Her as a person was fun. And like,
She still is.
she still is fun, but now it's just like it's all starting to sound the same. Kind of,
Yeah.
and it's getting annoying.
There's not enough like
I think
she's
we
not
talked about it
challenging
because
herself.
we talked about industry
Plants.
Yes, that. And like I said back then too, which this is not to get misconstrued, but like when she was up and coming, it felt like when I had first heard Megan, and I feel like these girls get into like, or just new rappers in general, they hit like a fork in the road where you can take the Megan route and actually like continue like success and these kind of things, and not kind of like bend to like, you know, popularity and that kind of thing. And like I feel like Ice Spice went the other route of like, you know, features on everything and not putting out like a full body of work or like, you know, doing that kind of, she's just doing like the trendy stuff. I feel like that's kind of like where now it's like, I'm kind of bored because it's all the same stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely getting a little bit boring.
Yeah.
The last one I had on my list was J-Lo.
Girl.
I hate
Fuck
J-Lo.
J-Lo. Did you
I
see
keep
the video from the Met? Schiaparelli. You fucking bitch. Like, have you not seen this?
No.
You didn't see it? Someone asked her what
Yeah,
she's
she's
wearing.
like,
and
J-Lo, who are you wearing? And
looks,
she's stepping up.
Then she looks back down. She goes, Schiaparelli.
Yeah, she's like, Schiaparelli.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, like I saw a tweet. I think it was like 2 days ago or something where there's like just a long line of like how much of an asshole J-Lo is.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, no, like everyone has a bad like relationship or like experience with her. Like she's a diva, but it's like she doesn't even have the talent to be a
No, because it's
diva.
not giving Mariah Carey
J-Lo is on my list because she cannot sing.
Nope.
She cannot act.
Ow.
You think
Wow.
J-Lo's a good actress?
Yeah, she actually is. I think that's what she should stick to.
I
She's
don't
good at
know.
acting. That Selena? Are you kidding? She ate that.
In the most recent
and in the
things I've watched
rom-coms,
of her, she's not a good actress.
actually, I haven't watched anything recent of hers, but
It's
she's
not giving.
that's the one realm that she should stick to is acting. Like I watched all of her rom-coms, you know, like the Maid in Manhattans, the monster, the monster-in-law. Like she,
Wasn't she on that like one about being not a stripper but like scamming guys?
yes,
whatever?
she
Yeah.
did good there.
Wasn't
I
that
thought
with-
that was her acting was horrible in that.
Damn.
And I'm not the only one who thought that. That movie got rated so shit.
It did.
Really?
Yeah, but there were other
It
girls
got
on there
rated
too.
really
like,
shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was.
I thought I liked the movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know, something about
I
it.
don't think
was
she
just-
did bad. Like it wasn't Oscar or anything, but I don't think she's bad. But,
And yeah, just
you know.
J-Lo as a person is
Yeah.
fucking annoying.
but she definitely
I
she
also-
makes Leos look bad. That she has to have more.
Oh, she's a
Her
Leo?
whole thing has to be Leo. Like she's like just a little nuts.
No.
you know.
It's so annoying how she like this girl from the Bronx.
No.
No.
Did you see the video recently where she was like, "Oh yeah, like I used to have this like really thick accent, this like
Yeah,
Latino," and then
she's
it
a-
cuts to literally old videos of her, no fucking accent.
Like,
bitch.
girl, you can't
Sounds
even
the
speak
exact same.
Like,
Doesn't she
you're
not
from
even
the
speak
Bronx,
Spanish?
And then
Bitch,
she
bitch,
cannot.
Latino.
Oh Oh no.
Claim to be from the Bronx, so you're a New York girl, but you're
And
also
nobody
this
knows where this
Latina
block
girl,
is.
But
Nobody
you also
knows-
don't know how to speak Spanish. Did you see the video of her like walking past her old house, and she's like, "I used to live here," and the guy's like, "Who are you?"
Yes,
literally.
that one I will never forget. You know what? I'm actually kind of scared to talk about J-Lo because did you guys see about Ayo Adebari and how she went on SNL and then she was hosting with J-Lo and then she went on a podcast
Oh.
with her little friends and she said some things about J-Lo,
Oh.
which actually in retrospect weren't bad. Like she was like she's delusional, but like she like something about like how she's just like she sticks to it and I respect it, or something like about her not being able to sing. And then sure enough she's hosting with it and everyone found it and they like were like, oh, wasn't
Wait, so
this
she
you?
went on a
Wasn't this
podcast
you?
before she hosted with Jay?
Way before.
Whoa.
So basically this. And then
Yikes.
people came and were like, wasn't this you? Ain't this you? And then she was
This
with
you.
her and then she went and apologized to her, which that girl's a damn lie.
Girl.
She didn't mean that shit.
Bravo,
but
bravo,
She was
Oscar.
working with her, right? So she was like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm sorry. And they were literally hosting side by side. So I'm like kind of scared. Like,
Nothing to be scared about. If we ever host SNL with J Lo, she can't sing.
Yeah.
period.
And what?
That's true.
Now
You
what?
want me to be a fucking liar? You can't sing.
No, because I will not apologize.
Period.
Like, hello.
I said what I said.
And that's on that bitch. Do you guys have any other ones?
Well, I have actually something, but to like lead us into it basically, but I realized I am like my mother. I have grown. I've reached this point of adulthood. Because I went to Sephora like a while ago and I went to go buy some moisturizer, and it was a Skin FX moisturizer, you know, the one that's like
The blue
you
bottle.
press and, yeah.
Oh no! I'm thinking they have
Yeah, that's what I was like. What?
I know the one you're talking about with the push, but they also have like a funky shaped bottle with like a pump.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
No, I don't know that one. I was just getting that one. And then I grabbed it, whatever. I've used it before. I go to the counter and then I pop it down. The guy's like, oh, that'll be $170 something. And I said, $170? I literally said that to
the
him.
moisturizer.
Like,
I was just about to ask you. Like I've heard that brand is
No,
up there.
no, because that's not. I literally looked at the thing and I said, $170? For what? I literally said that to him, and he was like, what's the thing? I'm like, no. When have the prices gone up? I literally was like,
Bitch.
went
Back
full.
in my day.
I said, when did the prices go up? Because this is crazy. They are already expensive, but 170? Are you kidding me?
No, literally.
And then he was like, do you want to go put it back? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go do that. The fuck?
no, I'd be like, no, you put it back. I'm done.
And then,
Bye.
no, because I went. Come on now. I
the
said,
hell?
I literally, and then he was like, I think it might be this might be the jumbo, but they literally look like the same size.
Oh, well,
and then I
that's a
went to
jumbo
go
then.
look, and then the one that I had was, I grabbed it was in the wrong spot, is what happened. Like where it was supposed to be with the like regular size, the jumbo was there, and that's what I grabbed. So when he scanned it, it was like some.
You easily could have been like, well, it was in the wrong spot. You could have been one of those
No,
bitches.
I don't
girl.
think
If
it
it has the
would've-
wrong tag on it, that's different. But if it's in the wrong spot, anyone can move that.
Yeah,
They're not
I don't
responsible for
condone that, but there's bitches who do that shit.
I should have, but yeah.
Putting it in
Anyways,
the wrong spot though, that they can't.
I don't think so.
Oh, this La Mer cream made it all the way across the store to this Inky List cream. Can I pay $20 for
You
it?
should have fixed it.
Bitch,
Should have dealt with
if
it before
a
I got
price
here.
tag is on there,
You should have
that's
dealt with
different.
it before I got here.
Oh, so now it's not okay for me to say
But if you
put
come
it
into
back,
my
but if you
store,
say,
best believe we're not going to give you the price.
oh, right. Yeah, so there's a.
It was like it was. How much is it?
a 90 mil is $105.
Maybe that's what it was. See, I had said 150, but 105 is
105
too fucking
plus
much.
tax?
Like you got me fucked up.
That's crazy.
And then that's what I said.
For
I'm gonna put it
90
back.
mils.
I said I'm gonna put it back. You got me fucked up. And then he was like, I think it's the wrong one. So we looked at it. He's like, yeah, this is the one. I'm like,
Girl,
yes,
Even
exactly.
for 50 is $73, girl. Get the Inky List one.
No, I don't like it.
really?
The peptide?
I love it.
It's a dupe for, I'm assuming this and also the
Yeah.
one.
Why do you do that?
Because we're not
what?
standing. Fuck
what?
drunk elephant.
What did he do?
That's what you look like when you can hear his tongue and everything.
We're not standing, but you can say it.
No,
No,
but
because I didn't want to give
free
them
promo. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, this is starting to piss me off. Yeah. I don't know. I like what I like because I always try to switch up things and then I'm like, I just wasted money doing that. I don't like it, but I'll
Why
try
didn't you like it though?
It just didn't give.
Because to
Wait,
me, like,
is that the? Does it also have a thing?
it used to. Now it's in a tube.
Okay, because I tried it ages ago when it was like that, and I think I was like, meh.
Like, to me, like, yeah,
Right.
a moisturizer is like, it doesn't need to be
Right.
anything special. Like, I'll add
To
things
you.
to make it.
To you.
I'll add things to make it special. I'm not saying you should do the same.
Yeah, well, to you.
I'm pretty sure I literally started that sentence with to me.
To you.
Probably. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back.
I'm fucking over this.
I think you should just take it out for you.
That's what I'm doing. I used the wrong elastic.
Out in the sea.
Not you.
Look at the freaking. What? That what? I wonder if I'll get copyright strike for that.
Oh, probably. That was a little bit long in it.
I'll add like an audio effect. We'll try and hide it.
There we go. Anyways, thank you, Matthew. I forgot about how amazing that was. But yeah, anyways, that just made me, I really felt like my mother there because I said, you got me fucked up. Put it back.
Put it back. I ain't buying none of that mess. Put it back.
But yeah, but to like actually get into it, I feel like the moment I felt that I was no longer a child and it really hit me that I was an adult was when I literally was like looking for places to live.
I was gonna say your situation is very different.
Like
for
that was
sure.
literally like
You
I'm
were
an
definitely
adult.
forced into it a little bit.
Yes.
But yeah.
I literally was like, how old was I? 18 looking. Or was I 19?
I think you were 19.
19.
No, yeah, this was like COVID.
Yeah.
Right? So we were like
Right before COVID, yeah.
19, 20.
I mean, 18 you were living by yourself, and then that's already something. And then 19
18, you were living by yourself?
Wait, I'm trying to think. Okay,
pretty
so
sure.
No, you moved out like 2020.
No, but she lived in her house alone. Because her mom,
was gone.
yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think I had turned, or was I? It was either I was turning 19 that year or I was 19 turning 20. I can't remember.
No, 19 turning 20 would have been August 2020. That was COVID. Mm-hmm. I think it was 20. I think 2018, like end maybe. You were like living at your house alone, and then you moved in in 2019 when you were 18 or 19.
I have the receipt somewhere here. But yeah, that just like I literally was like looking for places to live by myself because I didn't want to move to halfway across the world with my mom. And like all of my livelihood is here, my bread and butter, whatever. And so
And me.
and
I was
yes,
gonna say
of
that's
course,
us, bread
my
and butter.
friends. Shout out to you guys.
Brown
No,
butter
it
and
was
bread. White bread.
20. Let's see here.
Anyways.
Yeah. So that kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna have to start paying rent and you know, paying bills and all this other stuff, and then
Okay, no more. We can't afford the copyright.
literally,
That's what be on us like that.
Sorry.
it was 2019. Wait, was it 2019? Anyways, so yeah, that like was like my first introduction to like becoming an adult, and I feel like just literally that moment I was like, yep, I'm an adult now. And like having to budget and like make sure like I can afford to buy groceries and stuff, and like it helped that it was like during COVID because I literally didn't have anything to do.
Yeah.
So I was always inside the house and shit. But yeah, it just like the first bit kind of really sucked because it was just like I literally had no one and I felt so like alone for a while, and I like relied so much on my mom, but like time difference and all these things, so I didn't really have her the way that I obviously wanted, but like I also needed that push because if I didn't, I would literally still be living with her, and I think it would take me longer to realize how like I'm an adult now and I need to like act like one and do things accordingly. But yeah, and then I moved in with my boyfriend, and and I have like family here now, also on top of my mom being there, and it just like helped a lot. But that was like for me like my time of like adulthood, and also it, like all of my other friends were still living at home, going to school. Like I was in a completely different world than everyone, and that was another thing where it's like I had not a lot of people to like talk to about it besides like one of my other friends who even still was able to see her family, but I didn't have anyone here that like understood what I was going
Exactly
through.
what you were, yeah.
Yeah, so it was just really like depressing during that time, and I'm like thinking about it now, I'm like, it wasn't that bad. Like, well, it was bad. Sorry. It was bad, but now I'm like, oh, it's great. Like, I love this. I could not imagine not that I could not imagine living with my mom. Like,
It'd be
I could still
different.
live with my mom, but like, I'm grown.
Mhm.
You know, like, and just going back to see her, I'm like, woman, I'm grown. Like,
Mm.
you got me fucked up, trying to tell me I need to do this and that and this and that.
Mm.
But I'm
Oh.
still gonna do it.
Kels, I was gonna say, girl.
No, like, you got me fucked up. Like, but I go there and I still do it. Like, you know?
Because at first I thought you meant like you do it or something like that.
No.
I was gonna
No.
say, whoo.
Bitch, I'm black. So is my mom. What?
Woo. I
I'm
was
still gonna say it, though.
That scared me a bit. If she hears this,
No,
like,
no.
What you mean?
Do you know my
got me
mom?
fucked up? Oh, I know your mother.
That's why she was
Like,
like, whoa.
I know your mother.
As if.
I think if anything, I'd be like, where the fuck is Lance?
Yeah.
Lance?
If you were like back at home and she told you to do something,
No,
I would
because
be
that's
like,
exactly what I'm saying. Like, you have someone that lives here that doesn't pay the bills.
Mm.
I'm here on vacation, sister. I am a visitor. Like, she's like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? I'm like, damn, girl, I've been here 2 days.
The
Like,
whip is crazy.
because that's what it's like. Like, whipping me, literally, to do some damn, which I'll still do, but, you know, like, it just, yeah. I just don't like that. But, yeah. Mom, I love you. You can ask me to do whatever, and I'm still going to do it, because I'm your number one.
Period.
One thing about me, my mom says, Kelsey, do this. I do it right away.
Mm.
Lance takes his time. But I think he's better now, since he's technically an only child. So who else is going to do it if not me?
Mm.
Yeah.
literally.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, that's for me.
When did I realize I was an adult? I don't know. I think, like, not after high school. Like, it took a little while for things to pick up a little bit. Maybe, like, towards the end of, like, me being in college, when I had to pay. I didn't have to. I made the decision to, which I don't know why I did.
I didn't know why either. I remember asking you multiple times,
I-
like, are you serious?
I don't know why.
You're
I
trying to
was
be
just
nice and helpful. And grown.
I'm gonna pay for my classes.
Mm-hmm.
Why
That's
did
what I said.
Big mistake.
I don't know
Huge.
why I did that. I don't. I like it wasn't like a lot. I think
No, but it's
I paid
still,
for
you're
like
a student.
3 semesters worth of school, and I was like, why the fuck did I do that?
No.
Like,
I know they were like, all right, then.
Yeah.
I was like-
Ain't gotta tell me twice.
I was like, you know what, guys? Like, I'm gonna pay for some of my school. Like, you guys pay for my school. I live at home. Like, let me pay for it. I remember my mom kind of being like, okay. And then I did it, and I was like, I should have done that.
yeah.
That made me feel a little bit more adult. Now I think I feel more adult, because now, like, it's not my car, but like I basically have my own car,
Mhm.
because my mom, she basically doesn't drive it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I pay for the gas. Wouldn't be surprised if pretty soon she's like, you're gonna pay for the insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, they still give money for like little things here and there, like when they offer for like big things, but like, you know, they're not just shelling out money, giving you money for like random things, and now it's like, figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, now I'm going to hygiene school, and it's getting more serious. Like, whoa, like I have this, and then like I'm literally done. Like I have my career, and I think also working in the dental office made me feel very like,
This is real life.
this is, you know, because I have my other job, but that job made me feel like this is like a big girl job. Like this is,
And this is like what basically a glance of like the rest of your life.
yeah. So that made me feel more like, whoa,
Mm-hmm.
not 17 anymore.
Question: do you like? Okay, I like. Does this make you feel more adult or does it make you feel less adult? I guess very different. But like, there was like a bunch of times where sometimes I'm like, "Mommy, I need money," and I'll wait so long. Like, I will wait so long
Yeah.
until I'm like, "Can you like help me?" Like, there was a time where like no one was working and I was like, "Mama, I need money," like, and then that's when I was like, oh my god, like I'm an adult, but like even adults need help.
Oh yeah.
But then does that make you
in
feel
this economy,
more like
yeah.
a kid, or does it still like make you still realize like, oh, I'm still grown and still need, like, how do you?
I think it depends on your perception.
It
of it.
depends. I feel like for me, it depends on like the scenario.
Mhm.
Cause like you guys know me. Sometimes I'll just be like,
Yeah.
little $20.
Mm-hmm.
Every like for like stupid reasons, and sometimes you'll be like, get out of my face,
Yeah.
or like he'll just be like, take it and get away from me.
Yeah.
I'm like, free lunch. But if it's like something big where I'm actually like, whoa, like I really need some help, like it takes a lot to go ask your parents for
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
when you really do not want to.
And they always like will give it to you, and they're
Yeah.
like, what's the problem?
why-
Like,
yeah.
why do you feel that way? But it's just like,
It's like,
I've grown.
you don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
yeah,
It's different when it's like silly little things. I'm like, thanks.
That's
But it's
different.
like something big, like I actually like need your help.
yeah.
Then I'm like, I really don't want to ask you.
Yeah.
So I would say for like big things, maybe that'll make me feel more adult because I actually like have something that like needs to be paid for. It's not a want, it's more of a need, and like I actually have to go ask my parents for help. So I don't think that makes me feel less
Yeah.
adult.
Because I also like, I really don't want my mom to help me anymore. Like, I want to help her.
Yeah.
Period.
Right.
Like, I'm literally like, I'm grown. Like, and it's not my, like, it's literally not my job. My mom's like, what are you doing? Like, I'm grown, girl. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still supposed to help you. But I'm like, I don't like that. Like, I
I
literally.
feel like everyone has the goal of like being able to like get to a certain age and like be so financially free that like you can take care of yourself and your parents as like a thank you kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Like that's 100% my goal. So I'm like, every time I get like, you know, like, Mom, can you help me with this? I'm like, just wait.
Yeah.
Like when I'm in the dental hygiene bag, like I'm gonna get you back.
Yeah. And I always do. And I still do. I've just always done that for so long. So, like, it just, I don't know, guys. It's like deep. Like, I'm like, I just want to, like, it literally, like pains me to have to ask
I think
her.
yeah, that goes back to like
weird.
how what your perception of it is and what you allow it to like, what you allow yourself to like think of yourself because of that, and like what you allow yourself to think this means or whatever. And it's like, if you don't like let those kind of thoughts get to you, it's like, you know, you could look at it as like, oh, like I should be able to do this by myself or whatever, da da da. And it's like, you gotta give yourself like grace a little bit and
Yeah.
understand that like
we also live in fucking Vancouver.
like, I was
and
just about to say
everything is
too,
expensive as
like this
shit.
whole thing of like, you know, being able to like provide for yourself and your parents and everything too. Like, I have the same goals too, and it's like, it's just being realistic. Like, the goal is so much further than it used to be now, because it's like, how are you gonna provide for yourself, your partner, your kids, and then also your parents? I'm barely struggling to provide for
You have
myself.
to win the lottery, child.
Like,
Working 5 days a week, picking up overtime shifts.
I saw a TikTok
That's
that was
what
like-
it's gonna have to give.
yeah, I saw a TikTok that was like the average like income you'd have to live in certain cities or whatever. And for Vancouver, it was like you have to have like $180,000 like
Sounds about right.
household income. And then the problem is that like the median household income is like 90,000, literally half the amount.
Yeah.
So what the fuck?
Oh, another thing that made me realize I'm an adult. I literally be looking on realty.ca all the time, like, or all these other places, because I'm literally like, I'm saving up to buy a home.
Yeah.
And like, looking at stuff like that and thinking
Girl.
about things and this and that and be like, oh, I don't really like this, or oh, that's how much I have to pay for a mortgage payment on this. Maybe not. Like, looking at different areas, like, it's so wild to
Yeah,
think.
I'm
that
in the
now at
same
this
boat. I have
point.
emails for, you know, new developments, whatever, da 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 da. And then I'm like, I go through phases of like, oh, this one's really nice, and like the price is like, it's okay, whatever, but it's like one bedroom. I'm like, what the fuck am I like?
A literal
what the fuck
shoebox.
am I gonna do with one bedroom?
I don't know
I
what
told my boyfriend, I was like, we're gonna need a separate bedroom just for my closet.
Literally.
Because what the fuck?
No,
These one bedrooms?
'cause-
Where the fuck do you store anything?
Do you still see yourself buying property here?
I don't know.
Ideally, like I want
Right?
to. Personally, I want to stay in Vancouver. Like if I were to have a family, I'd want to raise
Yeah.
my family in Vancouver. A, my entire family is here. B, I like Vancouver and I think it would be a good place to like
Yeah.
have a family. But it's starting to look more and more unrealistic as
Like,
time goes on.
Even just like as like investment purposes, like you would buy here as like
for like strictly investment purposes, I could picture
I think
myself
investment's like
going somewhere
decent
else.
here because rent's so high. You could be like, as long as you can put a decent down payment on, you could like rent out the place that you put a down payment on, and then they're paying the mortgage and then some, so you're getting income back as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
mortgage payments are, and that's on how much you put down, like, you know.
Exactly.
So like, I don't know, I just, yeah.
I feel like also like the problem too is like I'm not picky, but like I don't want like I'm very like the things that I want are very specific, and like I don't want something that I'm not happy with. And like this is where me and my boyfriend like go back and forth, because like, he can like look at something and be like, okay, I see potential to like we can change this, that's changeable, da da da, and he needs to like definitely say those things, because I'll just be like, nah, I don't like the way that looks. I'll be like, we can literally like tear that wall down, da da da, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm just very picky of like, you know, like even living in a condo, I'm like, I like washing my car. Where am I going to do that? I'm not going to go to another car wash or whatever and not have like garage space and like, you know, living in a house. Like I've had those things my whole life. So it's like I would want a house. I'd want a yard space. I'd want, you know, room for everything. And so having all these lists and be like, yeah, and I want it like, you know, $250,000. Good luck. Good luck to you. I have seen
Try
though, I
double
will
it.
say, like there are you have to search, but I did see like even something in Surrey that was like I'm pretty sure it was like maybe like 350K, and it was like
For a down payment?
no total.
No, total.
That's it?
Yeah. And it was I don't think it was that old. It didn't look amazing, but there was obviously potential for it, and it was I think it was like a I don't know if it was a duplex or something, but you had like this like penthouse kind of vibe of like you were like on the second level and you had like a rooftop thing to yourself, but it was still like kind of a house vibe. And so I was like, we were looking at that one and I was like, oh, just now's not the time, like I'm not going to just jump and do that. But like seeing that kind of gave me a little bit of hope. Like maybe there'll be like these little bits that you have to like find here and there and like really be willing to like fix it up too.
Yeah.
But like obviously the ideal thing would be like to get something that's ready to go so you can like already start like renting it out or whatever. Because like I'm very lucky I can stay like with my parents for free. So yeah.
Yeah. I think another thing that kind of made me be like, whoa, like, I'm not a child is honestly like when I started dating my boyfriend. I think that like he is 3 years older than me, and you know at first things were like cute because I was 19 and he was 22, so like we were still fairly young. But now like he's 27 and you know he's like considering moving out and like doing all these things, and like he'll just talk about like finances and stuff, and I'm like shit. I gotta get a hold on, like I need to catch up, you know, not like catch up or like grow up to like his age or whatever, but like be on like the same level kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm like damn. So I think he also kind of made me realize like, okay, I'm not a child anymore.
Same.
For sure.
Yeah. I feel like just a lot of things like over time and you don't realize it. Like I feel like in yours case, like none of us had that like kind of thing of like, well, figure it out. It was like, you know, gradual. You start dating people. You have like, you know, I've been working since I was in high school, but like going to college, university, and then, you know, going closer and closer to like providing for myself ish, but like still being home. Like you said, like you don't get like that, like, oh, you know, like we'll buy stuff or whatever. It's like, you know, if I want right now at least, it's like, you know, if I want to like make lunches for work and everything, it's like I'm gonna go and shop for groceries and and then, you know, buying a car, selling a car, buying another car, like graduating college or university and being like, okay, I have this degree now, like what the fuck do I do, looking for jobs, and then also now doing like full-time work is like that's kind of like the point for me.
Full-time work is definitely another one.
Yeah, and like I've done it like over the summer, but never like just all the
Consistently.
time. And now it's like, okay, like this is it. Like this is like my 9 to 5, you know, 5 days a week, whatever. I wish it was 9 to 5, but anyways.
You know what? Waking up at 5 a.m. also makes me feel like a fucking adult.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Waking up at 5 a.m.
And going to bed at like 10
Waking
p.m.
up
5
work.
days a week
Yeah.
is that shit made me feel like at first I was like, you know, like I would do it every now and then, but now that's like almost essentially like my set schedule. Like I'm up at 5. I'm up before my boyfriend now. He doesn't even wake up at 5.
That's crazy.
He's up like 30 minutes after me. And then it's like waking up. The only person who's not in my house is my dad. He actually wakes up earlier than that. My mom is like still sleeping. I'm like up, get my lunch ready, out the door by 5:30, and then like driving to work. I'm like, shit,
Yeah.
this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like
And it's not that, you know, cute little aesthetic thing of like my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5, bitch. No, it's
going to bed at like 9:30. What the fuck?
literally.
Ew.
That was the thing too, I think. And this is like because I've been with my boyfriend for so long now, like we've been through like different phases in our lives, and like there was a phase for me where like I would be up to like 2, 3 a.m. consistently every night on FaceTime, whatever, going out, driving around with y'all, whatever. And now it's like it's so funny because like my schedule when I try and wake up is like I've started taking my medication like an hour and a half before I need to wake up, so that like by the time I'm waking up it's ready to work and I can actually get myself out of fucking bed instead of staying there all the time. But it's like my alarm to take my meds will be off at a time where I used to go to bed. Like that is so fucking sad. And I'm like, damn. I mean, I like it. I do like being up in the morning and everything. Not that I didn't like it, but it was like, you know, I used to think like, oh, I was up all night. That's fine. I, you know, wake up at like 1 p.m., 12 p.m., whatever. I'm like, I like having like the day now.
It
like,
is a
I
nice
like
feeling to wake
yeah.
up. It definitely makes you feel a lot more productive to get
Totally.
up Me, it's like, what the fuck is that?
Moth made it down here.
Ew.
Is that ugh.
It's a moth.
Brother, ugh.
Like, literally. Anyways,
Thank God it's not a you know what. We're not going to talk about that.
no,
but
we're not. Having a set schedule is nice. Waking up. For me, it's wake up, go to work, come home.
I ain't laughing that much because I'd be the same too. I can't say much.
No, I was going to be evil and then I decided not to.
For what?
To say it, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Well, you can say it. I'm not gonna like.
Ugh.
I'm not like that.
Continue.
No.
Continue.
Anyways, come home, relax, and then it's like, if I'm not literally dying on my period, go to the gym, come home, and then maybe sometimes my parents don't make dinner. Now I have to make dinner. I'm like,
Girl, literally
this is my
sometimes
fucking life.
no, and like the way that the time just flies by too. It's like I'll get home like an early shift for me is like 8 to 5. I'm off at 5 and it's like, okay, if like let's say I have to like meal prep or whatever for the next week or whatever, it's like by the time I'm done that, it's time to go to bed. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I've done nothing.
Yep.
I just worked.
Wow, that's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
You guys do that every single day. Like it's
Literally.
a schedule that you like have to get used to, and then like.
Don't
you
get me
have to-
wrong, I fall off track a lot.
Okay.
But
That's also something I'm looking forward to too, is like over the summer I'll be doing a change in my job temporarily, hopefully not temporarily, we'll see, but where I actually am like fully Monday to Friday 9 to 5 it is set, right? Like right now it's not set. I have different hours depending on the weeks, depending on the schedule, whatever, and actually having like a solid schedule, that's what I'm really looking forward to, is like being able to fully say like, you know, every week I know when I'm off, I know I can schedule things, whatever. And it's like, if somebody asks me, oh, are you free, whatever, I don't have to check my calendar. I'll be like, if it's after 5, yes. And it's like every single day I can have a actual consistent schedule. And then I can actually block things off. But when it's like, oh, like I'm working till like 7:30 this day and then I work the next day at 8 a.m. So it's like I can't do anything that night because I have to go to bed early because I work, you know, earlier the next morning than the day I did before or whatever. And it's like, ugh, it's not fucking easy.
Also, like, I always just realize how different our jobs are, because I just could not imagine. I like you guys. Yeah. Because for me, I do pack lunches sometimes because obviously, like, you know, like my diet and stuff. But like, I wake up, breakfast is there. We have lunch. We have things in between. We get coffee. We get everything that you need is there and it's accessible for you. And like, you guys literally have to prep everything ahead of time. You guys don't like, oh, you want to get something for lunch? Oh, you have to get out of, make time it so you can go get it something if you don't have it
And
packed. Buy it, do all this stuff. Like, whoa. And then I'll be like, it's valid, but like I'll be complaining sometimes and be like, and my boyfriend's like,
Yeah.
literally,
That sucks for you.
because if I don't have lunch, I fucking dread buying lunch. I hate it.
I'm at that
I
point too. I'm
hate
like,
buying
I'm
lunch.
tired. I'm tired of the food court. I'm tired. But then
Every
it's
once
like,
in a while, it's nice. Like,
Yes.
give me a little some.
I'm craving something, but
Massively.
now it's like when I have to choose something, I'm like,
There was a
none of this
point where I
looks
had
good.
to buy lunch like 3 days in a fucking row, and I
Literally.
was like so mad. Where
Literally.
it got to the 4th day, and I still didn't have lunch, and I think I went and I got like a fucking smoothie, and I was
that's
like,
the thing.
I'm over
You literally get to the
this.
point where it's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to eat anything, man.
No.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to
Like
eat
I'm
any of this.
almost like craving like my own, you know.
and I
cooked
don't want to
meals
spend
or
the
whatever.
fucking money on food. Like I
That
don't.
too.
I don't
Absolutely.
want
Are you kidding me?
to. It's annoying.
Damn.
Yeah. Anyways,
Any other?
trying to think.
I actually have one little question that could end us off. So if you guys could go back in time and tell your younger self like 1 to 3 things, what would you tell them?
Whoa. We should narrow it down, like in terms of what?
Anything. You don't have to narrow it down. But, like, it doesn't have to be one thing. For me, I had, of course, save your money.
Yeah.
Obviously I save my money now, but I wish I started more seriously saving like at a younger age, because I started working when I was 17, and
Yeah.
of course then you're like little $400 paycheck.
I will say-
like go to 7-Eleven.
Yeah, literally. I'm really thankful. Like my parents, like when I got my job too, they were like, 50% of your paycheck, like put it in your savings. Like they didn't force me to, and honestly, I would have been fine if they did. Like I feel like I would do that, but like they really instilled that in me, and I was like, like looking back, and even right now, like I kind of just did this the other day. Like I was going through my budget, just like figure out like, you know, now that I'm full time. Also, another thing with that is like you have a steady kind of income. Like it doesn't fluctuate when you're part time kind of thing. So it was like really being able to budget that. Oh my god, I lost my fucking train of thought. Hold on. Oh yes, savings. So, I like I'm not like putting money like into a savings account as much as I want to, but I'm also like, I had to kind of like go back on myself and be like, okay, wait, like the money that I actually get into my account is already like, there's stuff that gets taken out without me seeing it. Like I'm investing in stocks, I'm investing in RSPs and everything. And it's like, I had to kind of like remind myself and like, give myself a little bit of leeway there of like, no, you actually are. It's just, you're not seeing it right then and
That's the
there.
thing.
Heavy
Yeah.
on that.
And then like I have, some investments or whatever. And it's like, where did that investment come from? That came from me saving literally from when I started my work. I invested like a significant amount into stocks and everything that's grown, and I've held on to it and everything. So it's like, I have to just like remind myself of that. Cause sometimes it's like, oh, like I don't have, like, I just see, the checking account and, going to the credit card bills and everything. It's like, I don't really have that much left, but I have to remember like there are things before it even hits my
That
account
you're
that
supposed
it's
to-
that
yeah.
it's saving towards.
It's like you get the paycheck and it's like, all right, first let's pay off the credit card bill.
Yeah.
And now, I have my little memberships and my little monthly payments. Let's
Car
pay
payment,
for that.
insurance,
and then it's
whatever.
like
Rent.
I
Yeah.
have a Wealthsimple account and it automatically takes money out of my account
To
into my
savings?
investments.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I have like there's 3 different investments that it'll take money out for. So it'll
Yeah.
be like negative da-da-da, negative da-da-da. And I'm like, what the fuck? What are you
Yeah.
talking about? Where'd all the money go? And
Yeah.
then like you said, I have to remember like
That's
I
what's-
didn't spend the money. It's
Yeah.
going to an investment.
That happens all the
Exactly.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I would-
so annoying.
I would say definitely like I would still like say to save more. You can always save more, right? But then also like invest it. Don't just fucking dump it into a savings account.
Yeah.
Because before I put it into my investments like a couple years ago, from literally like 2016 to like 2019, it was literally just sitting in a savings
It
account
is
getting
such
fucking nothing.
a waste
That was
of
me.
money to leave your money in a savings
Totally.
account. And
To leave all of it, right? Like you
all
should
of it,
have
yeah.
a little
Yeah.
like savings
It
bucket
took
or whatever,
me-
but the rest invest that shit, bitch.
it took me till like pretty much like last year to like realize leaving your money in a savings account is like you're losing money doing that shit. And it's so crazy how like banks and stuff like will not tell you, or like even in
Of course
fucking
not.
high school, like why don't you teach us
No.
what things to do with our money? Just like, oh yeah, save half of your paycheck, but like, okay,
Well,
save it and do what with it? though?
Exactly. Oh, we'll invest in stocks. How the fuck do I do that?
It's
Because
so
that's a whole thing
annoying.
I have
That's
to
a
figure
whole
out.
thing.
A
You have
whole
to
thing.
figure
Girl.
A prime example is like when when COVID was happening, we got the CERB money. I kept it and I was like, okay, I'm not going to spend it. And it was just sitting in a
Good on
TFSA.
you. Good on you. 'cause-
Listen.
Oh, you spent yours?
Woo, yeah.
My mom was the one who's like,
How
don't
about a
spend
gaming
it.
computer? I was
Like,
COVID times. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say no, but yeah.
I
Rent
I'll-
bills paid.
I'll give it to my mom. She
I
was
got
the one
more
who was
shit
like,
money good.
she was like, you better fucking save that shit. And I was like,
Good on her.
I'm gonna save it. Put it in a fucking TFSA with my bank. I want-
TFSA is good, but just a
No,
savings account on
with
TFSA.
with the bank, no.
I don't do it with the bank. I have my own like
Yes.
Well,
under
my investments are with my bank because my bank does investments, but like because the TFSA is just a big bucket for what you can put into it. You can have stocks within a TFSA, which you should, by the way. This isn't financial
So,
advice, but
listen. So my banker, whoever, she was like, yeah, put it in there, and it was basically just sitting in there in cash. It wasn't like really being. It was being
Yeah.
invested in like really small stocks.
oh really?
So it was in there for 2 years, and I want you guys to guess like roughly how much money it.
How much
made.
did you put in? Sorry. I mean, you
Bleep out the amount. I
should
don't
have.
know my
70?
business.
Yeah.
$70.
$70.
Yeah.
Bitch, don't tell me it's less than that.
Guess.
50. Over 3 years.
3 years.
It's not much.
About $15.32 is what it made.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Took it out.
And this is investments?
Investment.
Who did you give your money to? Because
Took
they
it
did not
out.
invest in the right.
Put it in with my Wealthsimple, and it has made more in the last year than that money did. in
Like
2
stocks
years.
should average like when you invest in like those bigger companies or not bigger companies but like the bigger like S&P 500 or whatever, it should average about like a good stock is like 10% per year, and that compounds too. So you should have gotten X amount, 10% of the first year, and then now that you have that amount, you should get 10% more of that as well.
Yep.
Anyways, we don't need to get into financial stuff, but if
Yeah.
you're
So
Canadian,
that's another.
I was
put your money in a TFSA, but
given
put
bad
it in a
advice.
stocks account within a TFSA, because the TFSA protects you from gains on that stock.
The
So you don't have to pay
free.
exactly, and you get a write off, I think, from contributing to it as well, but also RSPs as well. So do all that. But
Right off.
So when you contribute to
Oh
an
yeah. Sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
I kind of blanked out for a second, but just make sure you like know. Just do your research on where you're gonna put like.
Totally.
Certain TFSAs just aren't as good as other ones.
Yeah.
Personally, it's fuck the bank for me. I'll never invest
I'm
any of my money with.
over
I'm
Banks.
I'm almost on like I might go with Wealthsimple or something. I don't know. I have
It's-
stocks
I
right
was
now.
in a
So.
different. I was using a different app. Now I use Wealthsimple as well, but I have like Tangerine. I like to put like things
Mm-hmm.
in there. Then I had Mocha for a bit, but it was for smaller bits because like I didn't trust them fully, but
Mm. Yeah.
you could still use it. And like
Neither,
to
yeah.
take the money out, you weren't getting charged, but like
Is there a
smaller
charge
amounts
on
to save.
Wealthsimple?
Wealthsimple?
Mocha, with Mocha, there was a charge.
I didn't get any charges.
Oh, I
It
got
depends on how
charged
much you're taking out
when I
though.
took out. Wealthsimple has their fees. It's like really fucking low.
Yeah.
like it's
Like when you pull out of a stock?
Because
I don't have any fees for, like, having my
haven't
stock.
taken
I don't
anything
invest
out
in
I don't
of
think. That's the thing too. You got to check
Wealthsimple.
these accounts because if you leave shit in there for years, you'll be getting charged. And that's probably what happened to you. Is like the account that you had, they were probably charging you the fees on it. So the gains you had would have been so much more, but like they were charging you to use that account every year.
Yeah. I don't know. Wealthsimple has annual fees, but it's really low. Like it's not high.
I'm gonna go research that after
And
this.
then I don't invest in stocks, but for my other stuff, I've taken money out, and it's like they've never taken a lot.
Right. And you do crypto too, right?
Yeah, for crypto, they've never taken a lot of
Nice.
money if I've pulled out of anything. So
Yeah. It sucks that we have to do the research ourselves and that we,
Yeah.
people don't
Yeah.
fucking
I'm
tell
still
us
reading
this
up
shit.
on crypto because
but
I don't
do it.
crypto. I don't.
Not crypto,
We
not
can-
crypto. I'm not saying crypto. I'm
Yeah,
saying
don't-
educate yourself. Educate yourself because crypto is fucked
It's a
sometimes
bit-
and it has fucked me over.
no, you
Yeah.
need to
But
do a lot of
educate
fucking
yourself
research.
with financial literacy and everything, please.
And with that being said,
Well, no one answered my question, so
What was your question? Oh, what would you tell your younger self?
right.
Girl,
Okay,
save your money.
Yeah, save money's one. Everything that you want or you manifest, it is yours.
Mm.
You have the power to, and it's happening. And I don't even know, honestly.
I put
Yeah.
stop giving a fuck what people think about you.
Period.
I never gave a
Very
damn
on
about
that.
what
I
people
know.
thought about it. So that
we
one
know.
was
We know
like-
from last episode
I
that
put stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Just do what you gotta do.
fully.
Oh, I'm trying to think.
And push yourself first.
Yep.
That's
Everything
the
happens
other
for a
thing.
reason.
Push yourself first.
Yep.
100%.
I don't know. I guess, like, fuck. I don't know. I'd have to think on that a little bit.
Oh, and all of your friends that you have now will not be your friends
Yeah.
later on.
Don't take it too serious.
And don't take it serious that you're not gonna have 15 friends like you did in high school because they were probably all fake as fuck. And that's it.
Well, with that, we will see you next episode
Yeah, buddy.
Catch us on
at Talking to Talk Pod.
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube,
Spotify.
Spotify,
Apple Podcasts.
Podcasts,
Run it up, run it up.
Google Podcasts.
Yeah, that too, but I think that's going away anyways. Whatever. We'll see you where we see
Alright.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace out, friends.